showcasing our new Clam Coat Dem 2 combo shrink wrap system. And basically this is a new product for us. We took a combo shrink wrap that was in our line for quite some time, and we kind of redesigned it from the ground up. We took the best of things from our higher end machines, and we looked at the lower end stuff and combined them. And I think that's something that we've seen here at the show, where people come to us and they say, you know what, I know this machine is going to work, but I want to increase the reliability, I want to make it easier to service, I want it to be easier for my operators. And that's kind of what we've done here.
Sure. So what fueled the need for it? What were the maybe 2 or 3 biggest concerns of end users saying, hey, we need something better? What can you do for us?
Yeah, so I think 2 things. One was ergonomics, right? All of a sudden now people are starting to look at how my operators are interacting with the piece of equipment. So we did things like lowering the film roll cradle here, so that makes it easier. There's a lot of operators, they don't have that strength to lift up a heavy roll of shrink film, so we lowered that. We did things like adjusting this crank adjustment, both for centering the seal and ease of product transfer. And what we did here, engineers thought, this is actually really hard to crank, so they made it an easier gear ratio so that anybody, any type of arm strength could do it.
So what kind of methods are you going through to find out what end users need?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with going to the end user and seeing them, not just asking them, but going and seeing how they operate. Because a lot of times, it's like anything you buy, you kind of deal with certain things. Hey, why does it do, why is the machine doing that? Yeah, I don't know, we kind of deal with it. So you go and you see them operate and you kind of look at what you can improve.
What kind of innovations are you finding necessary for packagers to stay not only compliant, but sort of ahead of the curve?
I mean, one thing is reliability. Reliability of the package that you produce. That's certainly true in the food industry. PAC machinery has a background in medical packaging. We've been involved in that for a long time. Validatable sealers and things along those lines. We've started to bring that to some of our other lines, especially in the food equipment with precise temperature control of the wire. So I know that this package is always going to be sealed.
Furthering the safety notion, outside of the ergonomics of the roll,
yeah,
what other benefits are you guys are implementing into your equipment and are being asked for by end users?
Yeah, absolutely. Another one is serviceability. I mean, that is key. It's one thing to have a piece of equipment, and it's great when it's running, but what happens when the equipment goes down? So, for example, on the Clam Coat Dem 2 combo, if I raise this conveyor all the way up, there's 2 bolts, and this whole thing pops out, and I can quickly put in another conveyor or fix it offline, reducing my downtime. Same thing on the exit of the tunnel. I've got 2 bolts over here, and I can access everything and quickly do maintenance on the machine.
Obviously, our entire audience can't be at the show. What would you suggest be their number 1 takeaway from PAC Expo as far as packaging equipment and their material using?
So I'll kind of go back to a little bit to what I said before about you go in and you see your customers working with your equipment, and they've had something, this is made in USA, this is a heavy duty piece of equipment, it will last you a decade. Well, a lot's gone on in a decade. I don't know about you, Sam, but my phone has certainly changed from the past decade,
Absolutely.
Right? So equipment is changing also. Don't just deal with what you had. Once you've gotten that payback, it's time to look at something new, something different, something that's going to help you.